Welcome to EduLearn. This is part 4 of the circulatory system in human beings. In this video, we will learn about working of heart. Topics which are covered in this video are working of heart, double circulation, cardiac cycle, and blood pressure. Let us start with working of heart. When we see working of heart, we will see that there are two kinds of blood circulation. One is pulmonary circulation and the other one is the systemic circulation. Now let us see what is happening in the pulmonary circulation and the systemic circulation. We know that blood flows from right auricle into the right ventricle and it passes through a valve which is known as tricuspid valve. Now, when it comes into the right ventricle, the blood is pumped into the pulmonary arteries and it goes into the lungs for oxygenation. So, which path is it following? From right auricle, it is going into the right ventricle and the blood over here is deoxygenated. The deoxygenated blood goes from right auricle into the right ventricle via tricuspid valve. From right ventricle, it goes into the lungs via pulmonary arteries for oxygenation. Now what is happening over here? Artery is dividing into arterioles. These arterioles are again dividing into capillaries. It is in this capillaries that exchange of gases is taking place. It gives carbon dioxide to the lungs and takes up oxygen from here. Now the blood becomes oxygenated in the lungs. This oxygenated blood, which is shown by red color, now goes into the left auricle. Now it is here that the pulmonary circulation is completed. From right ventricle to the left auricle, the circulation is known as pulmonary circulation. Now, from left auricle, the oxygenated blood goes into the left ventricle. From the left ventricle, the oxygenated blood is pumped by aorta to the whole part of the body. It takes the blood to the upper parts of the body as well as to the lower parts of the body. These aorta, again, it branches into many arteries and these arteries take the blood to the upper parts and the lower parts of the body. Again, exchange of gases takes place between the capillaries and the tissues. It gives up oxygen to the cells and the tissues and takes carbon dioxide from there. Again, the blood becomes deoxygenated and through the main vein, which is known as superior vena cava and inferior vena cava, this deoxygenated blood again goes into the right auricle. Now here the circulation is again complete. Again the blood has returned back into the right auricle. This is deoxygenated blood and this circulation is known as systemic circulation. Now it is easier to learn through a flow chart. If you are drawing the flow chart and learning in this way, the learning becomes easy. From the right auricle, blood goes into the right ventricle through tricuspid valve. From the right ventricle, it goes into the lungs for oxygenation. Here the blood is deoxygenated and it goes via pulmonary artery into the lungs. In the lungs, the blood becomes oxygenated. Now this oxygenated blood goes into the left auricle via pulmonary vein. Here the pulmonary circulation is complete. Now let us see systemic circulation. From the left auricle, the oxygenated blood goes into the left ventricle via bicuspid valve, or it is also known as mitral valve. From the left ventricle through aorta, it goes into the upper part and the lower parts of the body. The deoxygenated blood from the upper and the lower parts of the body are collected by superior vena cava and inferior vena cava respectively, and then this deoxygenated blood again goes into the right auricle. The right auricle receives the deoxygenated blood. Again from the right auricle it goes into the right ventricle and the circulation continues. These are the pulmonary circulation and the systemic circulation. If you are learning with the help of the flow chart, the learning will become much more easy. Let us see what is cardiac cycle now. Now, the contraction phase of the heart is called systole. Now, heart is continuously contracting and relaxing. Once it contracts, then it relaxes. Now, The contraction phase is known as systole, whereas relaxation phase of the heart is known as diastole. And the rhythmic contraction and relaxation of auricles and ventricles is known as heartbeat. Now, what is happening during the systole and diastole? Diastole, I told you that this is the relaxation phase of the heart. When it is relaxing, it is receiving the blood. When it contracts, it distributes the blood. When the auricles are relaxing, it is receiving the blood, the deoxygenated and the oxygenated blood. Both the auricles are receiving it. Now, when the auricles contract, this blood is pushed into the ventricles from both the sides. Again, when the ventricles contract, this blood is pushed into the arteries. From the right ventricle, it goes into the pulmonary artery for oxygenation, whereas from the left ventricle, it goes into the aorta to all the parts of the body. This is the oxygenated blood which is going to whole part of the body. So what are the two contractions here? First, the auricles contract and then the ventricles contract. When the auricles are contracting, blood is coming into the ventricles, and when the ventricles contract, blood goes to the whole part of the body and to the lungs for oxygenation. Now, to the whole part of the body, the oxygenated blood is going. Now, the events that occur during one heartbeat form one cardiac cycle. Let us see what are the events which are going on in the cardiac cycle. Simultaneous contraction of both the auricles to pump the blood into ventricles. When both the auricles contract, it pumps the blood into ventricles. Then simultaneous contraction of both the ventricles to pump blood into the arteries. Then joint relaxation of both the auricles and the ventricles. During the relaxation phase, it is receiving the blood. Let us have a look at blood pressure. What is actually blood pressure? It is the pressure which is exerted by the blood on the walls of the arteries. Now, there are two kinds of readings of blood pressure which are taken. One is the maximum reading. Blood pressure is maximum when the heart contracts, or we can say that this is the systolic phase of the heart. During the systolic phase, the blood pressure is maximum, and it is minimum when it relaxes during the diastolic phase. And this blood pressure is measured by an instrument which is known as sphygmomanometer. The instrument which you are seeing over here is a sphygmomanometer. With the help of this instrument, we measure the blood pressure. Now, normal systolic pressure when the heart is contracting of an adult is about 120 millimeter of mercury, and the normal diastolic pressure is about 80 millimeter of mercury. Diastolic pressure is the pressure of the blood when the heart relaxes. These are the two measures of the blood pressure, the highest and the lowest. Thank you for watching this video.